Hello, I'm Seerath, and today I'm here to discuss about planning in measurement matrix. So measurement matrix is a framework that is going to help us to turn our data into insights and to use that insights to decide the flow for our organization, to make decision based on it, to take action based on the insight. So we have a measurement journey. If we see this, here we have five pillars: planning, building, reporting, forecasting, and optimizing. Out of these, we are going to focus on planning today, but these are the five pillars that are there in our measurement journey. And this is the cycle that we repeat again and again, right? So let's understand about this journey a little more. So when we start the journey, we don't have much idea about what actually we are doing. Like we are confused and we are probably under the scale. So this is the stage that we start our journey from, right? So we really don't know what's going on. So best thing to do is to start asking some questions. And the resources that we need is just a light for it, right? So we are just representing this with the light and we have that resource. So we try to ask some questions and we try to start going towards our destination. Now, the first destination is to get out of the cave phase to proceed ahead. So we repeat planning, building, reporting, forecasting, and optimization for the cave phase, for the phase where we don't really know anything. Now, once we are out of this cave phase, we are in a better position. We have learned something and our implementation has improved. We have some skills and now we will ask bigger questions, right? We will ask bigger questions because now we understand what we want. We are at a better level than what we used to be at, right? So we are at this stage, the basic stage, which we call as the valley. So for that, let's say we need resources with the level of a bike, right? So it's more than a torch, but it is still less than a helicopter way up here. So we are in the valley and we are asking bigger questions and we have improved skills. So we proceed again with planning, building, reporting, forecasting, and optimizing. These are the colors that are being represented in the path, right? Now we proceed and we cross this phase, right? So we are above the basic stage now. Our questions are getting bigger and we want more resources to find the answers. So now we need a car for that, right? And let's say that we reach the hill here again with the same process: planning, building, reporting, forecasting, and optimizing. Then we reach the hill, and then to reach the final summit, we need a helicopter. So as we see that the resources that we need clearly depends on the stage that we are at. Because if we are going to use the helicopter way down here in the cave, that is not going to help us. In fact, that will be of no help at all. So it is very important that we start from the beginning and find our way through it. Each and every phase is important, and we need to go through this entire journey so that we can finally reach the summit. Now, it is not necessary that every organization or every person working out there in their measurement journey will actually want to reach the summit. That means that they will want that many resources. They can be perfectly happy with the result that they're getting up the hills, right? So, the journey, the ultimate goal, totally depends on the organization or on your own will, that what do you actually want, right? But the thing to remember is that we cannot skip the path, right? We have to go through the journey. It's a process, and we have to go through the process to be able to get the results and for the results to make sense, right? So we should grow with each step and then proceed. Now, if we go back to the metrics here, we'll have this, right? So this is the measurement matrix, and it has measurement stages: planning, building, reporting, forecasting, and optimizing. Then we have implementation levels, which is nothing, basic, customize, and transform. So as we discussed today that we are going to focus on planning, so we'll focus on this part only, right? So planning is basically knowing what is important, like what is there to know, and how can I get answers to that, right? So that is what planning is in nutshell, that getting answers to the questions, right? And the better and the more we plan, the better will be the build. So the more questions we ask here, better planning we do here, our journey ahead will be easy. The building will be easy if the planning part is done properly. So in the planning, let's start with the first thing, that's nothing. So basically the cave phase, where we don't have any idea that what is actually going on. So what do? The best thing to do here is to be curious, to ask questions that how many users are coming on the website? What is the sale of our website? And things like that. To be curious and to ask questions so that we can understand that what is actually going on. We can start by asking small questions. That is not a problem, right? We just need to be curious here because this is the beginning, right? This is the cave stage. So we need to get out of it. Now, after that, we have the basic. In basic, we have some idea that, okay, this is what is going on, but we have not fully explored it, right? So the thing to remember here is to explore more and more, to understand how are the things working. If we are getting the result, then how are we getting the result and how is it useful to us? So all these questions should be asked at the basic stage, like which traffic source is better, and can we see Google Ads and let's say email traffic separately, and which one of them is driving us more sales? So we have these questions, right? Then we have this model here with us, KIA model, which basically stands for question, information, and action, right? So we have a question, then we have some information, the stuff that we are collecting, and then we have an action based on it. So let's say that we have a question here. How many products did they view before buying? So the information that we would need is product details or filter interaction or the types of pages, right? Then if we have a question, are content pages generating quotes, right? Then the information will be specific to content page, or it will be clicks on the nav bar or sidebar, right? Then if we have the question, what type of content leads to more ad clicks? Then the information will be the page views of content, right? The clicks to ad by location and by ad type or maybe by device or by traffic, right? Now, if the question is that how many days to purchase from original source, then the answer will be by original source, like purchase and details and days from CRM. So the question and the information that we need, right? We need to know the question that we are asking and the information that is needed to answer that question. Now we have action. What is action? Something that we would want to do, right? So we are going to focus on the action and we are going to take it based on the answer that we get. So let's say that we asked a question, how many products did they view before buying? Then the information that we needed was the product details of filter interaction. Then the action will be, if they are viewing more than 10 rings, simplify the filter by group size. So this is the action that we are taking. If the question is, are content pages generating quotes, right? and we needed the information that specific to a content page or number of clicks on the nav or sidebar, then the action will be that if it is 5 to 10%, then scale the traffic. And if it is 10, if about 10%, this traffic is too limited. And if below 5%, then working for CTA, call to action. Then if we have another question that what types of content lead to more ad clicks, then we need information such as page view of content, clicks to ad by location or by ad type. And the action will be for 100 users, 20% should be the click and 10% on sidebar and the rest in body copy, right? So what basically we are trying to understand here is that we have a PR model, question, information, and answer framework, which we can use to answer questions, to decide what information do we need and what will be the action that we will want to perform. So this is very important, and we can use it effectively to get better answers and to decide on better actions. Now, if we come back to the metrics, we'll see that we have discussed the nothing phase and the basic phase. Then the implementation level is customize. So in customize, we start to segment. We start to think that where can we improve the setup? Can we customize? Can we maybe customize our own dimensions and things like that? And we want, let's say that we have 3 different types of leads, right? And we are sourcing, like we are doing the sources for them. But now we would want to see that which lead is best, right? So we are starting to level up. We are asking difficult questions and we expect answer to these because now we understand the process. We have went to the phase of curiosity. We explored around. Now we know that what we are looking for, so we move to segment, right? Then after that, we have the level of transform, right? So basically, we have data from different data sources, right? We want to pull all the data from all the sources and present it together. So that is what transform is. We need to ask more complex questions here, maybe which are linked from 2 platforms at the same time. So that's why we are pulling the data from all the platforms and using it to answer the question. So we discussed all the implementation levels. The thing to remember is the planning is a crucial part and we cannot skip it. And if we just simply, maybe skip these phases and try to go to transform, then it will cause a problem for us. Then we will not be able to understand the reports that we are having, right? So we should always go step by step so that we can make sense of the result that we are getting, whether good or bad, right? So this was the measurement metrics. In the upcoming video, we will discuss building, reporting, forecasting, and optimizing. Thank you.